This young man thought love would conquer all, but she crushed his heart and rejected him for being too poor. Years later, what he became shocked everyone. But when she came crawling back, his response left the entire village speechless. Will she regret her choice, or will pride destroy her forever? Sit back and enter this powerful story. In the small village of Waterloo, there lived a young man named John. He was humble, hardworking, and kind to everyone. John was the son of a poor farmer who owned a small piece of land where yams and cassava struggled to grow from stubborn soil. His father had died when John was only 15, leaving him with a sick mother and two younger sisters who depended entirely on him. Every morning before the sun rose, John worked the farm with bare hands hardened by labor. Afterward, he would walk 5 long miles to the neighboring town to sell vegetables. His clothes were patched, his shoes worn through at the soles, but his spirit remained unbroken. The villagers respected him. That boy may be poor, the old women would say at the market, but his heart is made of gold. Yet John carried one secret pain in his heart, his love for Elizabeth. Elizabeth was the most beautiful girl in Waterloo village, the daughter of Chief Okoro, the wealthiest man in the land. Their compound stood like a palace, guarded by iron gates and pride. Elizabeth grew up with silk dresses, gold jewelry, and a future already paved with comfort. Many men desired her, but Elizabeth desired only wealth. Her mother had drilled one lesson into her heart since childhood: never marry a poor man. Poverty will destroy your beauty and bury your joy. So Elizabeth measured men by money, not character. John had loved her since they were children, since the day he saved her from slipping into the village stream. That innocent smile she gave him stayed with him for years. Even as they grew apart, his heart never moved on. Against all advice, John gathered courage and went to Chief Okoro's compound to confess his love. What happened there shattered him. Elizabeth laughed at him, mocked him, humiliated him before servants and guards. She called him unworthy. She spat words that cut deeper than knives and chased him away like a beggar. That day, John walked home with his dignity bleeding and his dreams crushed. That night, in his small leaking room, he made a vow. I will rise, he whispered. Not for revenge, but to prove that a man's worth is not measured by his pocket. The next morning, John went to see Papa Easy, the village elder. I want to leave, John said. I want to go to the city and change my life. Papa Easy studied him carefully. The city will test you, he warned. It will break many men. But I see fire in your eyes, the old man added softly. Go. But never forget who you are. With nothing but a small bag and his determination, John left Waterloo village. The city was cruel. He slept under bridges, worked as a laborer, was cheated, insulted, and nearly gave up many times. But John refused to return defeated. He learned skills, saved small money, took risks others feared. Years passed. Hard work met opportunity. John started as a delivery boy, then became a trader, then an investor. Slowly, his name began to carry weight. He built businesses, created jobs, helped others like himself. 10 years later, John was no longer poor. He was powerful. Before we continue, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more unforgettable African stories to life and keep our rich traditions alive for future generations. One afternoon, black luxury cars rolled into Waterloo village, raising dust and curiosity. People gathered in shock as a tall, confident man stepped out wearing a tailored suit. It was John. The village stood still. The same people who mocked him now bowed their heads. Even Chief Okoro trembled when he realized who stood before him. Elizabeth saw him and froze. Life had not been kind to her. The rich man she married lost everything. Pride kept her silent while suffering consumed her. Beauty faded. Regret grew. She fell to her knees before John. Please, she cried. Forgive me. I was blind. I see now. The entire village held its breath. John looked at her calmly. I forgive you, he said softly. Hope lit her eyes. But, he continued, I will never take you back. Gasps filled the air. You rejected me because I was poor, John said. I built myself without hatred. I rose without revenge. But I will never reward disrespect. He turned away and addressed the village. Let this be a lesson. Never judge a man by his present condition. Destiny is still writing. John walked away, leaving silence behind. Elizabeth wept, not because she lost John, but because she lost herself to pride. And the village of Waterloo never forgot the day a poor farmer's son returned, not to boast, not to destroy, but to teach. Because sometimes, rejection is not the end. It is the beginning. Let me ask you this. When love meets poverty, who should wait? When success comes, who deserves a second chance? Is forgiveness enough, or does love have limits? The answer is yours. Tell us in the comment section.